Can you imitate my voice?
It's a great day for America, everybody.
Holy crap, is my voice that squeaky?
That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
You son of a b****.
Ben Stiller had been doing Tom Cruise since the early 90s, but he'd never once done it to his actual face. So when the 2001 MTV Movie Awards came calling with Cruise's stunt double bit, he cut his honeymoon short, caught a 15-hour flight back, and showed up dressed exactly like Cruise from Mission Impossible 2.
I don't know, it's kind of like we almost finish each other's sentences.
I don't think we've ever finished each other's sentences.
Jimmy Fallon's Mick Jagger has always been one of his best. The lips, the swagger, the sheer rock and roll peacocking of it all. But sitting 2 feet away from the actual Jagger and going for it anyway takes real nerve.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, I'm going to do the sermon today. All right, here we go. Who's getting the communion? Who's doing it? Oh, thank you, Lord. That's not how I speak.
When Tom Hanks stopped by Jay Leno's show to promote Toy Story 2, he didn't just stick to the usual animated bits. He brought a surprise of his own. Along with the characters, he pulled out a Jay Leno puppet and topped it off with a perfectly exaggerated Leno-style voice that made the moment even funnier.
Did you hear about that guy out in Malibu that lost his house again? We're going to be here all week, folks. Coming up next week, we got...
When Rich Little appeared at the Dean Martin celebrity roast of Don Rickles, he boldly did a Rickles impression right to his face, flipping the roast and leaving Rickles with no choice but to take it. And for once, the king of insults was the one getting roasted.
May I say something, Your Highness? And I say this from the bottom of my heart. You gotta be the ugliest king I've ever seen in my life. Your face was a building and be condemned. Anyway, gang.
Matt Friend doing a Nicolas Cage impression on the Golden Globe is already chaotic, but doing it right in front of Cage on his 60th birthday is a whole different level. He goes all in on that wild national treasure energy, while Cage stands there watching a version of himself that somehow nails the madness perfectly.
By the way, when I interview you, I just kind of start talking like you, and I just kind of want to find the Declaration of Independence.
Well, that was a little more like Andy Samberg.
My wife and I sleep with you almost every night. Yes.
Michael Bublé spent so many nights falling asleep to McConaughey's voice that by the time he got on the Graham Norton couch next to him, he'd basically absorbed the whole thing. The drawl, the slow-burning zen energy, the catchphrase frequency, all of it locked in. And Matthew's reaction was a man hearing his own lullaby played back at him.
And I just hear, well, hello, everybody. It's me, Matthew McConaughey. I'm going to tell you a bedtime story. And I just do this, oh. I really do.
Aisling B doing impressions on 8 out of 10 cats is one thing, but doing Jimmy Carr's impression right to his face while he has to sit there and take it is something else entirely. She got the laugh, the dead-eyed smugness, and Carr's reaction was basically a man watching his own soul leave his body.
Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? 'Cause your mum's fat.
I like that.
Martin Short was rolling through impressions on Carson like it was nothing, until he got to Betty Davis, who happened to be sitting right there on the couch. He barely got started before she hit him with the most devastating 4 words possible.
Do I do you?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you aren't that easy to do.
Then we'll skip it. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, okay.
Chloe Fineman's Drew Barrymore impression was already SNL gold, but bringing it to Drew's own show, on her set, in front of her audience, is a whole different level of boldness. And Drew didn't just laugh, she actually admitted the impression changed how she saw herself.
We're in the pretty little middle of our show, and Sunny Side Up is the sweet and stylish and oh so successful Jessica Alba!
Godfrey's Jason Statham is already one of the most spot-on impressions in the game. That flat, stone-faced delivery where even good morning sounds like a death threat. But doing it live on Opie Radio with the actual Statham sitting right there takes pure nerve. And to his credit, Statham took it well.
Jason Statham comes up and goes,
I told you guys to be quiet. And you're still fucking talking.
Was that all right? Ah!
When Jim Carrey showed up at Meryl Streep's AFI tribute, he basically turned the entire event into his own impression masterclass, with Robert De Niro and Jack Nicholson sitting right there in the audience.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
He kicked things off with De Niro's meatball commercial bit before seamlessly switching into Nicholson, complete with the voice, eyebrows, and full chaotic energy.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
The whole Graham Norton couch filmed a selfie doing Arnold's lines right next to him. Kara went with the classics. Amelia played it safe, but then Gyllenhaal hit a kindergarten cop line out of nowhere and completely made Arnold lose it.
I'm old, not obsolete. There is no bathroom.
Getting to swap voices with a Beatles legend is basically the ultimate late-night flex, and Fallon got exactly that. Once he got his hands on Paul McCartney's British accent, he was having a blast playing around with that truly charming voice.
This is awful. Speak for yourself. I sound pretty cool. I sound like a Beatle. I could say anything. I'm from Liverpool. Let's have a spot of tea.
All right, that's it. Whew.
Loki may be famous for shape-shifting tricks, but Tom Hiddleston proves he doesn't need any powers off-screen. In a single take, he seamlessly jumped through a rapid-fire string of impressions, channeling multiple before casually slipping into Graham Norton's impression that left everyone in the room laughing.
So, welcome back. So you've never been on the show.
You got any gum?
When it came to no-filter comedy, McDonald was in a league of his own. He really didn't hold back for anyone. So the moment he walked onto Letterman's late-night set, you could tell chaos was coming, especially when he nailed a Letterman impression right in front of the host, leaving him completely cracked up.
You watch the Saturday Night Live show?
Yeah.
What time's that on now, Paul?
Huh?
I say, what time would that be on?
It's like it's 11. It's live. I think.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy doing a Mike Tyson at the Sammy Davis Jr. tribute with the actual Tyson standing right there on stage is genuinely one of the boldest comedy moves ever. He barely got 2 words into the list before Tyson grabbed him by the mouth mid-sentence and physically dragged him off stage.
The producers of the show was hoping you'd have a little more feeling, more Mike Tysonisms, like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, Sammy and I would like...
When Ellen asked the whole Modern Family cast who does the best Sofia Vergara impression, every single finger pointed to Julie Bowen without a moment's hesitation. And Julie didn't just wing it. She based it on an actual conversation they'd had backstage minutes earlier, and Sofia was sitting right there, nodding along, basically confirming every word of it.
What are you going to wear for Ellen? I will wear something tight and like a dolce maybe, but it will have fruit on it or flowers, so you know it's for the day. It's not coffee.
When Russell Brand showed up on Late Night, he was already annoyed at Fallon for all the hilarious spoofs he'd done of him. But Fallon didn't care one bit and jumped right into Russell's wild trait of expressing his energy through those exaggerated actions.
You're very flowy and very high-pitched and very outgoing, and you're on move, and you're looking, and you're singing, and you're sexy and unbuttoned and fantastical.
Jamie Foxx's Denzel Washington impression is one of his most iconic. The voice, the intensity, and the way he turns even the simplest line into a full-blown dramatic moment. He performs it right in front of Denzel, and he ends up breaking down laughing, which says everything.
I'll grab your hand and you play me. Hey,
you get your fucking hands off me.
Trying to do a Norm Macdonald impression right in front of him is usually a risky move, and Carvey learned that firsthand. His version missed the mark, and Norm didn't hesitate to call it out, delivering the kind of dry, brutally honest reaction you'd expect from him.
Norm Macdonald as an alarm clock? Wake up! Hey, wake up there. There's a cracker and a midget in your bed. So I just thought that was really funny, right?
What about the other impressions you did? They're the better ones.
When Jay Pharoah and Jamie Foxx hit Ellen DeGeneres' show together, they completely took over the impressions segment. Then Pharoah made it even better by doing a perfect impression of Foxx right beside him, and it was so accurate it genuinely felt like you were hearing double.
He said, hey man, I'm a big fan. I think you're amazing. I think you're talented. And you know, what the fizzle, what the feezy, I'm gonna work with you in some capacity anyway. And then...
When This Is America dropped, it quickly became a hit not just with fans, but with celebrities too. Jamie Foxx loved it so much that he recreated the dance right in front of Childish Gambino and managed to genuinely crack him up.